everyone. I'm John Lentini with Out on My Own Location. I'm here with Gavin Goszka. How you doing today, man?
Good. Good to be here again with you, man.
What's been new with you since we last talked with you at Colossalcon last year?
Some new music. I just released a new Parlor Muse EP earlier last month, actually. Parlor Muse is like my Victorian era music side project. It's all authentic songs from the late 1800s, early 1900s. And this is an EP length release of just piano music, basically. So atmospheric, good background for gaming, that kind of thing. We've got a lot of music in the works right now with everything musically that I'm doing, every project. From Subtle Inversion, which is the Vocaloid thing, to Midnight Syndicate, which is the gothic horror thing. But I've been doing a lot of vending, actually. I've been, just doing the whole con circuit and having a blast doing it. It's something I love to do. So,
one of those cons you attended, A&G convention. Tell us your thoughts on this convention and your performances.
Yeah, A&G's good times, man. Good times. Good people there too. It's always a pleasure to attend that show and play there too. They treat me really well, and I got the privilege of opening for Brentalfloss this year, this current year, and he was just a blast and a half to work with. Nice guy, great keyboard player. I can't emphasize that enough. He's got some skills. So yeah, it was a good time. Always good.
What were some of the qualities besides the music that made Serial Experiments Lane one of your favorites?
That show, the philosophical elements really kind of drew me in, like what it says about the nature of reality and, the kind of the deeper side of it. I just think there's a lot to dig into if you get beyond the surface of it. It's one of those shows I think you can watch over and over and over again and still find something new, Yeah, right on.
Has there ever been an anime series that really challenged you when you're going from ear to playing?
Not so much of a series. A lot of the composers or, certain songs will. There's been songs where I'll sit at the piano and try and figure out like a certain part of it. Like there'll be a progression of chords that I'm just like, I can't figure that out for the life of me, and eventually maybe a day or two will go by and I'll try it again and I'll hit upon it and such. But some of them you kind of sit down and it's a little bit easier to figure out and stuff, but yeah.
Tell us how Midnight Syndicate is doing these days.
Very well, very busy. My partner, Ed Douglas, is working on scoring a new movie called Bunyan. It's a kind of a tongue-in-cheek take on the whole Paul Bunyan mythology and such. So he's going to be finishing that up this summer. We just finished a full-length CD with Destiny Beard. She's a vocalist that we did an EP with, I think it was last year. So this is all our own music, existing music that she did original lyrics to. So it's kind of a different take on our songs. And then we're also working on a brand new Midnight Syndicate release due for release later this year. Yep.
And how are fans receiving the Vocaloid project you're working on?
Very good. It's been great, great response on that. Now it's getting up on 2 years, though, so I think it's about time I put something new out, which is currently in the works. I've been promising an EP of like remixes for a while. That kind of turned into more of like a longer EP that's going to include some new material as well, plus the remixes. And then I'm working on a bit of a concept album for the next one. That's going to be kind of more on the techie side. So I don't want to give too much away on that, but it should be real interesting.
And an interactive website as well. Tell us about Subtle Inversion.
Yeah, yes, the site has actually been down for a while, and I feel terribly about that, but we've been working behind the scenes on this for months now. It's basically going to turn into like an interactive world where you're going to be able to upload avatars and create like a user account that's going to enable you to play games and do contests. And it's, again, I don't want to give too much away. There's some surprises that we've got in mind for that, but it's going to be very deep, very immersive. It might even involve some things that are going on here live at the con, some kind of tie-in type events and such. So should be cool, but hopefully that'll be back up really soon here.
And you mentioned a little bit about the releases. A couple more releases done by the end of the year. Do you have any timelines or anything, dates set?
Nothing really firm. The EP for Subtle Inversion is the next thing up that I'm working on right now. Hopefully that'll be maybe another couple months on that. The Midnight Syndicate, the Destiny Beard is ready to go. We're just waiting on some artwork on that. That's all set. The new Midnight Syndicate should be out by the end of the year. I may actually end up doing another Parlor Muse disc by the end of the year too. That I don't want to promise anything on, but so it's just trying to roll through it all and see how it turns out.
Are there any other projects or news you'd like to get out to the fans?
No, just check the websites www.parlormuse.com and subtleinversion.com. Like I said, the Subtle Inversion site's been down, but hopefully we'll have that back up and running real soon. And that's the best place to catch up on news. And of course, MidnightSyndicate.com is the Midnight Syndicate site. So, and thanks to everyone for listening and following along.
Okay. Gavin, thanks. Oh, thank you so much for taking the time on a location to talk with us.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.